Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Nishit Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Campaigning in full swing for the first phase of assembly elections in Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds several rallies in the state. 53rd International Film Festival of India begins in Goa with glittering opening ceremony. Nepal votes to elect new parliament and provincial assemblies. In cricket, India beat New Zealand by 65 runs in the second T20 International in Mount Maunganui. And in football, FIFA World Cup kicks off to a spectacular start in Qatar capital Doha, host nation to take on Ecuador in the opening match tonight. And now the news in detail. In Gujarat, campaigning is in full swing for the first phase of assembly elections. Polling in this phase for 89 seats will be held on the 1st of December. Star campaigners of all political parties have stepped onto the battlefield to woo the voters. Senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi held 4 rallies in Saurashtra region today. He appealed to the people to choose development and vote for the BJP to take the state to new heights during the Amrit Kal.
અમે વિકાસના બીજનું વાવેતર કર્યું છે અને એના કારણે પ્રત્યેક ગુજરાતીના મનમાં વિકાસની નવી ઊંચાઈઓ પાર કરવાનું મન થાય છે અને મારા જુવાનિયાઓના તો એમ જોમ ધગધગી રહ્યું છે કે વિકાસમાં નવી ઊંચાઈઓ પર પહોંચવી જશે. સ્કૂલો સ્માર્ટ બને એના માટેની ચિંતા, કોલેજોમાં પ્રોફેશનલ કોર્સીસ શરૂ થાય એના માટે આ આકાંક્ષા આજે ગુજરાતમાં જોવા મળે છે. એના મૂળમાં વિકાસનું વાતાવરણ આપણે કર્યું છે, વિકાસનું વાવેતર કર્યું છે, વિકાસના સંકલ્પ કર્યા છે, વિકાસની સિદ્ધિઓ કરી છે અને એના કારણે પરિણામ મળ્યું છે ભાઈઓ.
Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed rallies at Nijar and Dediapada in South Gujarat today. We have a report.
Addressing 4 marathon rallies at Veerawal, Thoraji, Amreli and Botad in the politically dominant Saurashtra region, Prime Minister Narendra Modi set the tone for party's poll campaigning today. In all the 4 rallies, Mr. Modi highlighted the achievements of BJP government in the last 2 decades in various sectors in the region, including irrigation, agriculture, infrastructure, health and education. He reaffirmed the BJP government's commitment towards development. PM said the people's aspirations have grown during BJP's rule in the state. He appealed to young voters to vote for a bright future. Meanwhile, AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal also intensified his party's poll campaign by holding a roadshow at Halol in the Panchmahal district. On the other hand, Congress's star campaigner Rahul Gandhi will kickstart his party poll campaigning tomorrow. He will address a rally at Rajkot in Saurashtra region with Sanjeev Sharma and Aparna Khun's report from Ahmedabad. Gitanjali Huria Mathur for AIR News.
Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today said that India is a bright, shining spot in the world economy amidst global economic uncertainty. The minister was addressing the 21st World Congress of Accountants in Mumbai. He said that the world today is looking towards the Indian economy to show the way. The minister said that India's theme for the G20 presidency is based on Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. He said India believes that the world is one family. Mr. Goyal said India cares for the whole world, and it is in this context that we have placed the theme of our presidency as One Earth, One Family, One Future. India will take over the chair of Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence GPAI from France. Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar will represent the country at the GPAI meeting to be held in Tokyo tomorrow for the symbolic takeover from France. This development comes on the heels of assuming the presidency of G20, a league of the world's largest economies. GPAI is an international initiative to support responsible and human-centric development and use of artificial intelligence. Our correspondent reports that GPAI is a congregation of 25 member countries, including the US, UK, European Union, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, South Korea, and Singapore.
India had joined the GPAI in 2020 as a founding member. The artificial intelligence is expected to add $967 billion to Indian economy by 2035. It is also expected to add $450 to $500 billion to India's GDP by 2025, accounting for 10% of the country's $5 trillion GDP target. India occupying the chair also signifies how the world today perceives it as a trusted technology partner and one that has always advocated for the ethical use of technology for transforming citizens' lives. With Paras Chauhan, Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will pay a two-day visit to Cambodia on the 22nd of this month. Cambodia, as the chair of ASEAN Defense Ministers Plus meeting, is hosting the 9th annual meeting at Siem Reap. Mr. Singh will address the forum on the 23rd of November and also call on Prime Minister of Cambodia. India and Cambodia will co-chair the maiden India-ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting to be presided over by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to commemorate the 30 years of India-ASEAN relations. The Defence Minister will hold bilateral discussions with his counterparts of the participating countries. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has said that the bomb blast in Mangaluru yesterday in an auto rickshaw is suspected to be an act of terror. Talking to reporters in Bellary today, the Chief Minister said that explosion in an auto rickshaw was allegedly caused by LED contained in a pressure cooker, injuring the auto rickshaw driver and a passenger. Both are undergoing treatment in a hospital. The cooker was found fitted with a detonator, wires and batteries. The Chief Minister informed that the case has been referred to the National Investigation Agency. After a preliminary probe, the state police suspect that the injured passenger might have links with the terror outfits. The 53rd International Film Festival of India, IFFI, began in Goa with a gala opening. The inaugural ceremony was held at Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium near Panaji. One of Asia's oldest film festivals, IFFI, opened with the screening of Austrian director Dieter Berner's film Alma and Oscar. Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award was given to Spanish film director Carlos Saura at the opening ceremony. Veteran actor Chiranjeevi has been selected as the Indian Film Personality of the Year 2022. Mr. Chiranjeevi has had an illustrious career spanning almost 4 decades with over 150 films as an actor, dancer and producer. He is immensely popular in Telugu cinema and with incredible performances touching hearts. An announcement to this effect was made by Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur at the opening ceremony of IFFI. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Thakur said, IFFI has become a platform for film directors from all over the world to showcase their work. He expressed confidence that India will become a global hub for co-production, post-production, film shooting and also for the technology partners.
It's my privilege and honor to officially welcome you to the 53rd International Film Festival of India in Goa. The International Film Festival of India presents unique opportunities and incredible possibilities for young and established filmmakers to network, pitch, collaborate and experience the best from the world of cinema.
Mr. Thakur called upon the film fraternity to make India a global content hub. He said that as the country celebrates Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, government plans to develop India as the most sought-after destination for filmmakers, co-production and post-production. Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, L. Murugan, Goa Governor P. A. Sridharan and Chief Minister Pramod Sawant were also present on the occasion. Cultural performances by top film celebrities from across the country were one of the highlights of the ceremony. The theme of the opening ceremony was Evolution of Indian Cinema in the last 100 years, keeping with the spirit of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations. A total of 280 films from 79 countries will be screened during the 9-day event. 25 feature films and 20 non-feature films will be showcased in the Indian Panorama section, while 183 films will be part of the international programming. France is the spotlight country and 8 films will be screened under the country focus package. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. In Nepal, people voted today to elect a new parliament and provincial assemblies amid tight security. Out of a total of 275 members of the federal parliament, 165 will be elected through direct voting, while the remaining 110 will be elected through a proportionate method. Similarly, out of a total of 550 members of the Provincial Assembly, 330 will be elected directly and 220 will be elected through a proportionate method. There are two major political alliances contesting the polls, the ruling Nepali Congress-led Democratic and Leftist Alliance and the Communist Party of Nepal Unified Marxist-Leninist-led Leftist and Pro-Monarchy Alliance. In a press statement, Election Commission of Nepal said the voting remained peaceful, barring some sporadic incidents. The Commission said counting of votes is being taken up tonight and all results will be declared by the 8th of December. The 27th UN Conference of Parties COP27 at Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt today agreed for establishing the Special Loss and Damage Fund. The fund will help to make up for the losses suffered by developing nations that are vulnerable to climate change. Confirming the agreement, the COP27 in a tweet said, "History has been made with the agreement on the establishment of a long-awaited loss and damage fund for assisting developing countries that are particularly vulnerable to the adverse effects of climate change." The delegates of the Climate Change Summit applauded after the Loss and Damage Fund was adopted after days of negotiations over the proposal. In cricket, India defeated hosts New Zealand by 65 runs in the second T20 international of the three-match series at Bay Oval Ground in Mount Maunganui. Put into bat first, the visitors posted a big score of 191 for 6 wickets in stipulated 20 overs, riding on Surya Kumar Yadav's unbeaten 111 runs off 51 balls. Chasing the target, New Zealand were bowled out for 126 runs in 18.5 overs. Earlier, New Zealand captain Kane Williamson won the toss and opted to bowl first. The opening match at Wellington was abandoned due to rain without a single ball bowled on Friday. With this win, India are leading by 1-0 in the three-match series. The third T20 will be played at McLean Park in Napier tomorrow. Football's greatest show on earth, the FIFA World Cup, kicked off to a spectacular start in Qatar capital Doha this evening. The opening ceremony was held at Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor with cultural show amid a loud cheer from the fans. France legend Marcel Desailly presented the World Cup trophy in front of the fans. South Korean boy band BTS's Jungkook performed Dreamers while Morgan Freeman took to the stage talking about unity. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, who reached Doha this afternoon for a two-day visit to Qatar, is representing India at the opening ceremony of the FIFA World Cup. 32 top countries from 5 regions will be in action for the championship title. In all, 64 matches will be held across 8 stadiums in Qatar. The host nation will take on Ecuador in the opening match at 9:30 p.m. India time tonight. Here is a preview of the match.
The hosts have never before appeared in a World Cup. On the other hand, Ecuador has already appeared in 3 editions of the competition in 2002, 2006 and 2014. But only once have they progressed beyond the group stage. In addition, Ecuador has a problem because its key defender Byron Castillo will not be available for the World Cup opener. Qatar strikers Akram Afif and Ali might take the advantage of defense lapses of Ecuador if they stick to the classic 4-2-4 combination. To defend Qatar attack, Ecuador must strengthen its 5-man backline supported by additional half-back. Earlier, German legend Jürgen Klinsmann pointed out if they are courageous and hungry, teams from Asia and Africa can go really far. So, get ready, football lovers, to witness an exciting encounter at Al Bayt Stadium this evening. With Pratyush Ghosh, Tripti Srivastav, Sports Desk.
In the Youth Men and Women's World Boxing Championships, 8 more Indian pugilists, including reigning Asian Youth Champions Vishwanath Suresh and Vanchach, have advanced to the quarterfinals in Spain. In the women's section, Bhavna Sharma in the 48 kg and Asian Youth Champion Tamanna in the 50 kg category won the respective bouts to advance to the quarterfinals. And now let us have a look at the weather forecast across the country tomorrow. National capital Delhi is likely to have misty sky. Mumbai is expected to have mainly clear sky. Kolkata will have partly cloudy sky. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning in full swing for the first phase of assembly elections in Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds several rallies in the state. 53rd International Film Festival of India begins in Goa with glittering opening ceremony. Nepal votes to elect new parliament and provincial assemblies. In cricket, India beat New Zealand by 65 runs in the second T20 International in Mount Maunganui. And in football, FIFA World Cup kicks off to a spectacular start in Qatar capital Doha. host nation to take on Ecuador in the opening match tonight. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.